Good morning, junior yogis. Yesterday we learned Ustrasana, or camel pose, which is a heart-opening pose so that we can open up our chest and our shoulders. It's kind of a back bend also. So this morning I have put together a little heart-opening flow. So let's hop right to it. We're gonna meet in child's pose at the back of your space, wherever you are. So bring your toes together to touch. Your knees can be wide or together. The wider you go, the more you get into your hips and begin to melt down. It's going to be a beautiful day. The sun is shining, so as you take your first several breaths in child's pose, think about your favorite thing to do outside and what you're going to do outside today, because you have to get out there. Inhale through your nose, fill up your belly. Exhale, nice and loud. Let it all go. One more on your inhale, smile. Fill up. Exhale, slow and control. Let out all your air. Take your hands, roll yourself forward onto your belly. We're gonna go right into cobra pose. So your thumbs will come down by your ribs. Elbows are, imagine there's a magnet gluing them together. Keep the back of your neck long by looking right off the top of your mat. See if you can float your fingers. Squeeze your belly. Hold, release down and rest. Swim your fingers behind you. Reach for opposite elbows. We'll set up for shark. So big inhale. Exhale, lift your feet, lift your head. Reach your knuckles up toward the ground. Imagine you're being pulled from your head and your feet in opposite directions. Exhale, let it go. Slowly push your way up. We'll make our way to a tabletop nice and early, so find your strong alignment. Be on the tops of your feet. On an inhale, open your heart. Cow, moo. This is a heart opening pose too. Exhale, dome out your spine, look between your legs and meow. Inhale, moo, cow pose. Dig the heels of your hands into your mat or the floor. Exhale, cow. One more inhale for cow. Cow, I think I mixed that up, that's okay. Exhale, cat. You're gonna curl your toes under, send your hips up for downward facing dog. You know what to do here. Walk your dog, wag your tail. Take any movements you need. And then begin to settle into your downward facing dog. So keep your hands in line with your shoulders, your ears in line with your arms, and again, send your gaze, look between your legs. Inhale, roll forward to a plank, clip your belly in, nice and strong. Now you're gonna step your right foot forward into a low lunge. You're gonna set up for dragon pose here, or in Sanskrit it's called Anjaneyasana. So you're gonna come onto your back foot. Maybe I can twist myself a teensy bit here. So our right knee's forward, there we go, on your back foot. You're gonna slowly come up, but again, your knee needs to be right over your ankle, and you should be able to see at least your big toe. So if not, knock that knee out just a little bit. Take your hands to your low back to start. Sink into your hip and pull your heart up towards your knees. If this feels good, stay here. Otherwise, you can begin to open up your hands and maybe cactus out your arms. Reach your heart up toward the sky. Hold here for one more breath. Exhale, come down, plant your palms, plank pose. From plank, we'll push, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, cobra, float your fingers, press into the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to a plank, and exhale, your left foot steps forward. Lower down to your back knee, untuck your toes. Slowly begin to rise. Of course, check in with this knee. Make sure you're in good shape. Nice and stack your bones. Bring your hands to your hips and then your low back. We learned this yesterday. Take your hands to your yogi back pockets. Press your hips forward gently. Look up. Imagine yourself playing outside in a little bit. Maybe lift your hands up. Goalpost out your arms. Open up your heart. One more breath. Come on down, plant your palms, step your foot back, plank pose. Hold plank for a full cycle of breath. Squeeze your belly, look straight in between your fingers, and exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step forward. Let's take a quick ragdoll pose. Forward fold at the top of your space, so clasp props and elbows. Hang heavy. Now slowly zombie your way. Maybe wiggle it out today. All the way up to standing at attention. That means like this. You're gonna do some balancing poses that open your heart. One that opens your heart and then one that closes it back off. So once we open everything, it's important that we also close it back off because we must be balanced. So start with dancer pose, Natarajasana. Kick up your right foot. Why don't we practice balances? It's called Ekapada Tadasana. So one-legged mountain, right? Here we're in mountain pose, ta-da! With one leg up, great balance challenge. Kick your foot back. You want to reach for it in your hands with the inside of your foot. This is a little tricky, stay here if your balance is off. If you're ready, slowly begin to kick forward. Kick into your foot. If you can, look up towards your fingers. I might be balanced. You can always keep your arms straight. Press into your foot, really glue it to the floor. Open your heart. Exhale, come back. Take dancer on the other side. So inhale your Tadasana. Slowly begin to lift your left knee. There we go, Ekapada Tadasana. See how my knee is right in line with my hip? So it's not here, it's not here, it's right and straight. Nice and straight. Elbow comes to your hip. Open up your hand like you're serving someone a plate. Reach for the inside of your foot. Stay here if you did on the other side. Otherwise, slowly begin to pendulum. Topple forward, kick into your foot. Find something that's not moving. Open your heart and smile. Exhale, let it go. Set up for eagle pose. So on an inhale, sink your hips, chair, nice and low. To wiggle your toes, glue your heels into the mat. Inhale, your right foot comes over, maybe to the ground as a kickstand, or wrap it around your calf. Your right arm goes under. So hunch forward, lift your elbows up. I believe this is Garandasana, but something like that. Slowly unwind, shake it out. Eagle on the other side, so take chair pose. And exhale, your left leg comes up and over, your left arm goes under. Squeeze everything together, restrict your blood flow. Make room for new, fresh, positive blood flow. Hold, 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 sink deeper. Exhale, let it go. All right, take a forward fold. Oh, camel. Okay, so sit on your heels. Now I'm gonna show you, we'll set up just like we did yesterday. We'll take Ustrasana. Hands to your yogi back pockets. Inhale, trace your gaze, open your heart. If you feel ready for it, you can drop down. Let your neck hang. And breathe. Slowly come back. Kick your feet out in front of you. Since we just opened, we need to undo that by folding. So inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, forward fold or river. Again, you can keep your knees bent. Want to reach your head toward your toes, not your nose towards your knees. That keeps your back nice and safe and long. Slowly come up. I suggest a supine twist. So lay down on your back, keep your knees together. Drop both of them off to one side. One breath here, roll forward. Drop off to the other. Inhale, give yourself a squeeze. I don't have time for Shavasana, but you do. Shavasana.